You want to know what holds you back, why you feel strong for a week, then start over again. It's not weakness. That isn't the truth you need. It's something quieter, a defense mechanism built to keep you unchanged. You build alibis for your comfort. You argue against your own effort. You craft intelligent reasons for every shortcut, and you believe them. That's the real weight. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Seneca on the shortness of life. Consider those words. Time, in plain terms, is not the enemy. We are. Or more accurately, the stories we let ourselves repeat in our minds every morning, every night. You say you want progress. You say you want to reach a level of strength you can trust. You say you need discipline, direction, certainty, but you build explanations that sabotage your intent. Too tired, too complicated, too busy, too early. I'll start Monday. The work isn't worth it. I'm not built for that kind of discipline. These lines sound familiar. They echo in millions of heads every single day. They sound rational. They sound protective, but every excuse is a leash, and you hold the other end. The truth isn't complicated. Growth requires breaking from safety. Every time you aim higher, every time you seek discomfort, resistance will appear. Not from others, from within. Your mind, your ego, they want routine, not evolution. In seeking comfort, you seek permission to remain unchanged. And the excuses you make, they are not born from evil, but from habit, from a mind built for survival, not challenge. This is not an attack on your character. It's a wake-up call to reality. Epictetus wrote, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Epictetus and Enchiridion. What does this mean for you? It means talking ends here. The time for justification, for debate, for listing obstacles is over. If you want anything more than you have right now, you shut your mouth and move your feet. You don't explain discipline. You earn it, quietly, every day. You don't make a speech about resilience. You live it through repetition, through details others ignore, through showing up, regardless of weather, mood, or distraction. You let action define your standards, and you do not give your excuses an audience. Resilience is not natural. It's not gifted from birth or given by genetics. It's built by repetition. It's built in the uncelebrated hours when you move without witness. When you silence the reasons, ignore the narrative, and just execute. You make your ego serve something larger. Not praise, not recognition, not comfort, not even a guaranteed outcome. You do the thing because it needs doing, because your word, kept only to yourself, matters more than any applause. Discipline, then, is not punishment. It is clarity. It is freedom from the endless negotiation with yourself. You will never win that internal debate by arguing longer or crafting better reasons. You win by ending the debate, by recognizing every excuse as noise and just acting. This looks ordinary from the outside. Alarm rings, feet hit the floor, mouth stays shut. You do the work. You face the discomfort. You leave the explanations behind. Most people want to look disciplined. Few will embrace the discomfort that forms it. Real service to your potential, your craft, begins the moment you put your ego to the side, not for glory, not for proof, but because it's the path, the only one that leads anywhere worth going. Stop giving your excuses air. They grow when you entertain them. Starve them. Let silence answer every reason. Set the alarm an hour early and refuse to talk yourself back into comfort. Show up for your training or your practice or your purpose before you can list the obstacles. Refuse to argue with your limitations and they will shrink under the weight of momentum. This is not inspiring, but it is true. Life gets heavier. Time gets shorter. You owe yourself the clarity to see what is real, that the only choice with meaning is silence in the face of excuses, and forward movement regardless. Day after day, step after step, and one day when you pause, there will be nothing left to explain, only the evidence of your effort, only the truth of your actions. That is resilience. That is iron discipline. Let your excuses die in silence and let your life speak unchallenged. This is Iron Creed.